Hello, my name's Ormaster101,
And I'm Zuri.
and today for Random Fact Thursday we'll be playing Crypt of the NecroDancer, a rhythm-based sort of dungeon game. Let's see how this goes.
Okay. Fun fact number one. When the first mayor announced San Francisco was the new name of his town, only 469 residents lived there, including alone Indians, Americans, Spanish Californians, Hawaiians, Europeans, South Americans, and New Zealanders. Fuck. Anyway.
Fuck what?
Grand fact number two. The original Saint Nicholas of Myra was the patron saint of thieves.
Originally for confirmation, I wanted to be Saint Nicholas, but my dad was like, no, you're gonna be this boring saint like the rest of the family. It's like, I don't want that though. And I'm like 18.
You should have been Santa Muerte.
Who is that?
It's a Mexican saint. Hang on. Santa Muerte. It is the patron saint of the gays and death.
Holy shit, that perfectly works. I wonder if I can change my saint.
Santa Muerte, often short as Nuestra Señora de la Santa Muerte, Spanish for Our Lady of Holy Death, is often shortened to Santa Muerte, as a female deity or folk saint in Mexican and Mexican-American folk Catholicism. Personification of death, she is associated with healing, protection, and safe delivery to the afterlife by her devotees. Despite commendation by the Catholic Church, her religion is her sect of Catholicism has been increasing in prominence since the 2000s. She also got associated with the gays, like the LGBT community after the AIDS epidemic. And so she started becoming associated with the marginalized communities, especially Black women and LGBTs. And she is said to keep an especially watchful eye over those individuals who do not feel safe in their own skin. So she loves trans people.
Wait, isn't this the one from like the Tumblr post that was like, Christian church, please stop making up saints, Mexico, and then it's like, here's our new saint, she's the patron saint of the dead, ignore that, the patron saint of the dead and gays. And then it showed, hey, oh my god. Well, I don't think she was a thing until, no, that's gonna sound like racist or something, I don't know. Never mind, moving on!
Say what you were gonna say.
No, I was gonna say she probably hasn't become a saint till recently, but you said that she was around during the AIDS epidemic, so I realized that's where I sort of fucked up.
Since pre-Columbian era, Mexican culture has maintained a certain reverence towards death, which can be seen in widespread accommodation of the Day of the Dead. Elements that celebrate use of skeletons reminding people of their mortality. The worship of Santa Muerte is condemned by the Catholic Church in Mexico as invalid, but is increasingly fervent in Mexican culture. Santa Muerte generally appears as a skeleton female figure, long-clad robe, holding one or more objects, usually a scythe and a globe. Her robe can be of any color, and more images vary, degreeing wildly from devotee to devotee, including the Pride Parade flag. Her cape is the Pride Parade flag. As the worship of Santa Muerte was classified until the 20th century, most prayers and other rites have been traditionally performed privately at home. Since the beginning of the 21st century, worship has become more public, especially in Mexico City, where after a believer called Entrita Romero initiated her famous Mexican shrine in 2001. The number of believers in Santa Muerte has grown over the past 10 to 20 years. The estimated 10 to 20 million followers in Mexico, United States, and parts Central America. Santa Muerte is also worshipped. Is also similar to the worship of folk saints like Santa Muerte in Paraguay and Rey Pascal of Guatemala.
Interesting.
And then, hang on, I'm Googling something more.
Nah, it's okay, I get it. I'll try and keep everybody entertained. Which I promise won't happen. Actually, I'm not very entertaining. I'm just a bad person in general.
Okay, so she got associated with the LGBT community during the AIDS epidemic, but she's also seen as she's a picture of marginalized, which is perfect. Also, that she's kind of like a cult follower, which you see in like back before Dionysus was added like as the 12th Greek god. It's like the marginalized communities worship this other god. You see that a lot in like religion, and so she's kind of worshipped as like she's not accepted, but neither are the LGBTs, so they worship her.
Alright.
Her intercession is commonly invoked during same-sex marriage ceremonies performed in Mexico. The Iglesia Católica Traditional Mexico Estudios Unidos, also known as the Church of Santa Muerte, recognizes gay marriage and performs religious weddings ceremonies for homosexual and heterosexual couples.
Okay.
And she has candles.
Are they pride flag? Wait, are they pride flag flavored?
It's like a skeleton's bless. It says, please bless the children on them, but it's a skeleton.
Oh my god.
Anyway, the giant clan, random fact number, I'm going to say that was like 4 different random facts. Random fact number 5. The giant clam of the South Sea is known as Turcana-gigas, can make 100 gallons of chowder and reach giant lengths of over 4 feet and weigh in excess of 500 pounds.
Chowder.
Chowder. That was
Get
a weird
in the
show.
chowder! Why'd I fucking say that? Oh, my bad again.
In Greek mythology, Propus was the god of fertility and male genitalia. He was best known for his erect penis, which gave rise to the medical term propriatum, a painful condition where the erect penis is not for 24 hours.
That's the opposite of what you want to happen, unless you're like a weirdo.
Random fact number 8. 52% of Icelanders own a vibrator.
Like a Hitachi magic wand?
Or like the vibrating egg, yeah. 52% of the population owns a vibrator.
Why? Now I'm really curious why.
I don't know. In a recent U.S. study, 29% of American men report female sexual partners in their lifetime. Only 9% of women report having one man. I wonder why.
Oh.
It's almost like such slut shaming the thing. Anyway. Here's another one. On a high note, in around 2300 BC, the ancient Sumerians used one of the earliest forms of contraceptives. Balls of opium were inserted into the vagina, and not only would it protect from impregnation, but would keep them high as well.
How does it keep you from getting pregnant?
Because the drugs are so strong, it kills off the sperm.
Ah, of course.
Okay. Moving from Sex to the Sex Pistols, the group was so controversial that band members and fans became victims of physical attacks.
What? Why?
Because fucking Christians and conservatives.
What are the Sex Pistols songs about exactly? I don't think I've ever listened to a song by them before.
I don't know.
I wish that sentence was a little more cohesive, but no, it's just me rambling. Like a mushroom.
Sex Pistols also the remaining members of the punk band refused to attend their own induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, claiming in a handwritten note that the institution was urine in the wine of rock and roll.
Seems legit.
Silk. 5,500 silkworms need to produce 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram of raw silk.
Silk.
Honey. Honey is the main ingredient in what an alcoholic beverage called mead, which is also known as honey wine or honey beer, although it is neither wine nor beer, respectively. It's more like tea.
Honey is also classified as meat.
Yes, by the FDA.
Why must we know this cursed
FDA
info?
to USA. No, USA has fucking auto insurance. Anyway. Yeah, the Federal Department of Agriculture classifies honey as raw meat for some reason. I guess it is bee spit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hieroglyphics could be written left to right, up and down, or right to left. Honey dates back for 150 million years is written about in hieroglyphics. Egyptians could use honey as a form of payment like the Aztecs used cocoa beans.
Neat.
The English word for handcuff is a corruption of the Anglo-Saxon word for handcuffs, an obsolete word meaning to fetter.
Sorry, I'm really focused. I would say something stupid right now, just for shits and giggles, but I'm really into this right now. Give me all your gold!
Helium is often mixed with oxygen for deep sea diving to help reduce the effects of narcosis. The mixture is called heliox. And final fact, the average American eats around 30 pounds of cheese.
Seems legit.
That's the last random fact.
Okay, well, this has been Random Fact Thursdays. I'm War Master 101.
Those are big.
Bye.